Yo, what's going on, guys? Call Game Sports here. Today I'm here with another mock draft, another round, and we have I think 6 more days till the draft. Yeah, 6 more days, and it's dang. This draft class is kind of good, though. It's kind of good. But let's get right into it. First pick, it's an obvious one, Cade Cunningham. Second pick, it's also another one. I think they're going to move John Wall or something. And then they're going to put Jalen Green, or what's his name? Oh, I can't remember. Where is it? KPJ to the 1. And then 3, I think Cleveland is just going to draft who's available at 3. And if Jarrett Allen, if they're going to figure out the fit with Evan Mobley, I think it would be an okay fit, but yeah. So I think Raptors are also going to take best available, and honestly, I think it's going to be really surprising who goes where, because we've been thinking of the same first 5 for so long that I think Magic will do, or someone will do something. But I have the same 5, same 6 with them, but it's crazy. Anything could happen in this draft, anything. So here's where it goes controversy, and I'm gonna go Franz Wagner. I think he'll be a great fit with Steph and Clay, as that backup, or if they move James Wiseman and put Draymond at the 5 whole year and move Wiggs to the 4 or something, that'd be fine. But it's interesting. It's interesting. So Magic have the pick again. They have Jonathan Kuminga with Davion Mitchell on the board. That's a steal. But people have been talking a lot about Moses Moody, and I think he's gonna live up to the hype. So I have Magic going Moses Moody early. So with the Kings, they don't need any backcourt help. They have De'Aaron Fox, they have Tyrese Haliburton, they have Buddy Hield, they have DeLon Wright. So they don't need backcourt help. So if they don't need backcourt help, they need to look at the long-term small forward. And if you want a long-term small forward, you're going to go young and lengthy. So with Jalen Johnson on the board, that's who you're going to go. Pelicans, with veteran leadership, as Davion Mitchell is still at 7 and he's a junior, I think you go Davion Mitchell, and because they were looking to trade that draft pick for a veteran, and I think that would help the Pelicans a lot. So Hornets, they got their good backcourt in Terry Rozier, LaMelo, Gordon Hayward, and them. So what they need now is a great shooter to go along with LaMelo, and Corey Kispert is that guy. He's good. San Antonio, so you just look at who's the best available, but you also have to look at best fit, because you have DeMar leaving. You have DeMar's probably going to leave. Why do they have him listed at power forward? That's crazy. And then you have probably Rudy Gay leaving. You probably have Patty Mills leaving. Because Spurs are probably going to be entering that rebuild mode again and not making the playoffs. So if they want to go rebuild mode, they have to go young, talented, and Keon Johnson's still here. I think that's a steal. So Pacers, their roster is pretty good. I think they should have made the playoffs, but TJ Warren wasn't healthy and he dominated. But I think now you just go best available, and with James Bouknight still on the board, you go James Bouknight. Warriors back at 14, so they just drafted Franz Wagner with their last pick of the draft. So now you think about, do I need a backup center? Well, you could use it. So that's why with the 14th ranked player, Alperen Sengun, I think you take him. So Washington, with the Russell trade rumors and Bradley Beal, do you think like trading both of them? Thinking getting a higher pick? But like with Josh Giddey still on the board, that's a steal. That's a steal for where he's at. So Thunder, they have loads of picks. They're sad they got the 6th pick instead of getting Rockets and being in the top 3. But it's like, you're okay. You're fine. You can do this still. So like with Al Horford off the roster, you clear up a lot of cap, and then you bring in Kemba. I think you trade Kemba again, and then pair up with SGA if you want to pair up with SGA as a shooting guard because he's 6'6", and then with Sharif Cooper on the board, and they're thinking young. You go Sharif Cooper there. So Grizzlies, I think with Trey Murphy on the board, you experimented with Desmond Bane last year as he was like the 30th pick and sharpshooter, and look what he came. Look at Trey Murphy. He's a sharpshooter. He's a great defender. You gotta go get him. So Thunder again, they got Scotty Barnes, Sharif Cooper. So now they're good. Now they just need that good small forward, power forward that can play really well. But you also need like that center, but I would go young. And so if you're going young through your future, you want to get the best possible. And so that's why you go with Isaiah Jackson. With New York's pick, they have a pick coming up after Atlanta. I think with Kai Jones still on the board, you take Kai Jones. And then if Jared Butler's still on the board, you take Jared Butler. But like with Usman Garuba for Atlanta, you take Usman Garuba where he's at. Like that's a steal. And then New York, you still have Jared Butler on the board. I would take Jared Butler in a heartbeat. Even though I'm a Jazz fan, I want him to drop to the Jazz. That would be awesome. I'd be happy for New York. And then with the Lakers, I think they'd be happy with this selection with Trey Mann coming in. Because they're probably going to get rid of Dennis Schroeder. They're probably going to get rid of Kyle Kuzma. They're probably going to get rid of Marcus Gasol. So you're like, oh, but do I need like a freshman or do I need a sophomore? And I think you go freshman so like you can develop this guy and like LeBron can teach him his stuff, and yeah. So I think you go Zaire Williams right here, and then with Houston here, they don't need that point guard. They don't need that shooting guard. And then they don't need that power forward because you already have Christian Wood. So you're like small forward / shooting guard. Small forward / shooting guard. You could go Chris Duarte and he's on the board right now. And that would be a steal. So Houston again, you have Jalen Green and Chris Duarte. So now you're thinking, oh, well, I could use a backup power forward. And with JT Thor still there, even though he's like 28, that you could use him and put him into your future and have Christian Wood back him up. So with the 25th pick, I think the Clippers would really be happy about this after Terrence Mann's plus last, I don't know what it's called. But with Trey Mann still on the board, you go Trey Mann to do that backup point guard, and you'll be good. So Nuggets, they're pretty good. They have Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's coming back, but now they need that shooting guard because Will Barnes probably going to leave. So with Cam Thompson still on the board, I think you go Cam Thompson. So with the Nets losing second round to the eventual champions Bucks, which I'm happy for the Bucks. Congrats, Bucks. You go with someone that you don't think will take up a lot of money, and I think that guy is going to be Quentin Grimes down the line if he's going to leave somewhere. But like your roster's already stacked, so whoever you're going to draft might win a championship first year, and then so on and so forth. So Sixers, they're good. They're probably going to trade. They might trade Ben Simmons. So if you're trading Ben Simmons, you have Jaden Springer on the board still. You take Jaden Springer. Phoenix lost to the lost to the Bucks. I think Chris Paul is leaving. So with Nishan Halen on the board, you take Nishan Halen. And with a 30 pick, Utah Jazz is going to take Josh Christopher out of Arizona State. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Only 2% of people that watch my videos are subscribed. Subscribe now. We're almost to 100, and then so on and so forth. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.